Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of KigerCraft. I'm Tigorso. Gearin is off working at his place, and today we've got some cake here. This is left over from our 200 subscriber special. We had a little bit of a cake to celebrate. Today we're going to be working on a zombie invasion wall up here atop the apartments, because the zombies are coming across this way and jumping down here, and they're breaking these doors over here. I made an iron golem here, and he's not much help. He does help sometimes, but it's not enough. So we're going to build a siege wall, and it's a castle. So a siege wall. Siege wall. Oh, I haven't cleaned that up yet. Oh, darn it. I wanted to do that. Oh well. Siege wall will fit the castle motif very nicely, I think. So we are just gonna build one, and that's what we're gonna do today. Because I don't want zombies getting in here. They are unwelcome guests, and we're also been having like spiders and stuff like that sneak their way down, so they are about to get blocked. They are no longer our friends. Alright, so I'm thinking that I want this to be functional. I don't want things to be sort of just for show as much, if I can avoid it. So I do want this to have a function, so what I'm going to do for the first part is I'm going to make sure that these parts right here are level. But yeah, the villagers are actually doing really well. You can hear them moving in and out of their doors. We had a bunch of babies running around right after we moved them here. So they have been breeding, and I think they're done. But we did get a priest, so I'm super excited about that. Priest has a lot of really useful stuff that you can get, like bottles of enchanting and enchantments on items and all sorts of cool stuff. The priest also does some other things, but I can't remember what it is right now. So, all right, so the wall's here, and we're gonna want it 2 blocks wide. So I have a shovel now. There we go. The other wall is going to go here. There we go. So by now, most of you guys have seen our 200 subscriber special, and a lot of you guys had really good things to say about it. We're glad that you liked it. We're glad that everybody enjoyed having their names on the wall. It's definitely a cool experience to have people actually watch your videos and things like that, so we're really happy that everybody enjoyed it, because we wanted to do something special, because we really do appreciate everybody that watches our videos. But yeah, so, and it went over pretty well. A lot of people liked the way that we did the editing. We did try a lot of new techniques. Because we didn't want to just do a normal episode. We really wanted to go all out. We wanted it to be special, not just for you guys, but as to kind of separate itself from our normal episodes. So we really went for the montage at the beginning with the setting up, the brewing, and 1, 2. There we go. With the brewing and the putting on of the armor. We're hoping it didn't seem too cheesy, but a lot of people liked it, so we're pretty happy. There we go. That went too far. That's all right. But it was actually a lot of fun. Gearin tried out a lot of new techniques, and I think it came out really well, so we're happy with it. And also wanted to apologize, because with the new machine we are having a bit of growing pains with the new computer. The audio wasn't quite up to par. The resolution was a little bit stretched, and that was because of... Oops, hungry. That was because of how the resolution on the monitor is incorrect, and I didn't have the proper drivers installed to correct the resolution issue, so we had to stretch it in order for it to work, and I wasn't really stoked that we had to do that, but it was necessary. Otherwise we would have had black bars. But we have the problem fixed now, and hopefully we'll have the audio and everything perfect this time around. But we're working out the kinks, so it's coming. But yeah, so new computer runs amazingly. So it's really nice. The episode actually rendered pretty quickly. Strangely enough, the only downside of the new computer is that I didn't get an upgraded video card. So I guess because my video card... Why did this thing suddenly kick into like turbo mode? What the heck's going on here? Because my video card is so old, it doesn't support graphics rendering on the GPU with a lot of the newer rendering modes. So we're gonna look into that, see if we can do something about that, maybe get like a better video card that's not too expensive. There we go. It's looking pretty good, and it is going to be walkable in this. We're probably going to have a couple towers. I think I want to put a tower here, right on top of this. I actually still have to convert this entire hill into stone bricks. So that is something. I'm also thinking I'm going to put a tower there too. So yeah, but yeah, let's see. So we will work on that stuff, and you know, we're always looking to improve our quality. It's very important to us. So if we can make it better, we're definitely going to go out and we're going to try our best to improve it as much as possible. So we are working on that. And I'm going to talk about some ultra hardcore. I didn't do it last episode because we had the subscriber special going on, but I'm going to talk about it now. So if you haven't seen episode 3 and 4, thank you. You're probably going to want to stop the video now, so I'll give you a moment. Okay, so we had a little bit of tragedy in the recent episode, episode 4. Kurt died. I'm so sad because I really wanted Kurt to win. Because, whoa. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Actually, you know, funny thing is that since we've killed the Ender Dragon, there is a lot more Endermen going around. They are freaking everywhere. There's 2 right here. There's another one porting around here somewhere. They've been going all up in my house, and I've been having to kill them. Thankfully, though, I actually didn't know this. The Iron Golem will actually attack Endermen. So that's a neat fact. But yeah, Kurt died. I was so upset. And the whole reason why we always root for Kurt is because he was our first Let's Player. He was the first person who we saw when we were playing Minecraft, or watching other people play Minecraft, rather. So he's kind of special to us. I mean, we like a lot of other people, don't get us wrong, but since season 3, he's never really done well. He's always had some sort of really bad luck, whether it's dogs pushing him off cliffs or you know, having some weird glitch kill him or something like that. You know, it's always seems to be something. So we really root for him because we want him to redeem himself. And that's also why I was rooting for BOO, because him and Good in Season 7 had a really hard time. So we like everyone, and we really want to see them redeem themselves to do better than they did last season. And Kurt definitely did better this season than last season, I think. BOO and Good, they had similar issues like they did last season. So we'll root for them again, and then, you know, so that they can redeem themselves. And then Michael died. He got killed by MC Gamer. Yeah, I know, sad face, poor Michael. We were really rooting for him too. But yeah, all our people are kind of dropped out. So now the right, Vintage Beef. He's had a really nice ultra hardcore this year. We've been watching him. We watch as many perspectives as we can, but with them being a half hour long, it's hard to watch everyone. But Beef is definitely one of the ones that we have been watching, and he had a very close call with Adlington early, but he's been doing great since then. He's found lots of gold. He's had at least one golden apple. I can't remember if he had one or two. Oh man, I'm getting low on stone here. All right. So he's doing really well. So we're really happy and excited. He's our new #1. We're rooting for him. A couple threats have been eliminated. Get off my door. Nebris was killed by Etho, just like Kurt. And so it really appears that Etho is the main rival for this ultra hardcore. He's doing really well, and he's got a couple kills under his belt. So definitely he is one to watch. I would actually think it would be pretty cool if it came down to Etho versus Vintage Beef in the last rounds. So definitely getting really exciting. Now that there's less people to watch, it's easier to keep up with the entire thing because it's less time that you have to spend watching each perspective. But we're down to 5, I believe it is. It's MC Gamer, Etho, I'm having a hard time remembering here. Pack Rat and Pyro. There we go. Those are the two I forgot. Pyro's actually, well, he actually spent most of his time, most of the game at 10 hearts. He's actually down to about 6.5 now. Let's go ahead and put one more level up here. Hey. There we go. So he's hurting. Etho right now and Beef are probably the best looking ones to win. So, you know, we're gonna, if we had to choose, we're gonna choose Beef. Oh yeah. But that's pretty much it for Ultra Hardcore. We haven't watched too many perspectives yet. We watched Kurt, and when Kurt died, we were kind of like, ugh. It kind of killed our drive to watch, just because of the way it happened. He was attacking Etho, but he thought Etho was somewhere where Etho wasn't. Because of the lag, it didn't update Etho's character, so Kurt went for the kill to attack him, and he was just standing there, and all of a sudden, boop, he poured it away like he had one of his ender balls, and yeah, that was it. he attacked Kurt from the side. Kurt had monsters after him. Very reminiscent of Season 3. And that was it. Kurt died. Killed by Etho. But, you know, we won't hold it against him. It's a last man standing game. Everybody has to try their best. So, you know, props to Etho for the kill. But still, we're kind of bummed. So, we did watch Vintage Beef, who had some trouble with laggy mobs himself. It seems to be the theme. Enderman. It seems to be the theme this season is that a lot of people are dying from lag. Specifically, Doc M. He died from, I guess, just standing there. He suffocated into a wall. And that was it. That was the end of Doc. So, it's not exactly fair, but, you know, what are you going to do? And I am out of bricks. Alright. So this top part is done. Alright. Looks pretty good. This, probably should have put it over here, but I think I'm going to extend this out a little bit. This right here is going to stop spiders from coming up and over. That is something that we could do. For those of you who don't know, Aber Rules is a caving challenge that I think Beef and Anderzel came up with. And let me just go ahead and whoop. I love these things. Is a rule set that for caving that Beef and Anderzel came up with. Oh, cake's all gone. And pretty much what it is a competition, and you go into a cave together, and you pretty much speed cave it, and whoever has the most valuable materials when they come out is the winner, and they get all the materials. So, you know, diamonds are worth X amount of points, emeralds are worth so many, and so on and so forth. So it's definitely something that we might think about doing. If you guys would be interested in seeing that, let us know. Take that. And I got tons of cobble. I got a little bit of stone here. But we have been running low on materials. I've got an working pick, and I magically got another working pick, thankfully. But so many fortunes. Still no silk pick left. I've got 3 leftover diamonds, 6 diamond blocks, but I'm really looking for lots of emeralds. I'm running kind of low on iron. Need lots of coal. In fact, I don't even think I have any coal. Oh boy, that's gonna suck, especially since I do have some. So I need to cook this stuff up. But just go ahead and get some of this cooking real quick. I'm not gonna make you guys watch all of this, so I'll probably just keep talking here for a little bit. But ultra hardcore, we love it. Definitely exciting. Go Beef. That pretty much sums up everything. And go ahead and make some stone bricks, and while those cook, go do some stuff. Alright, so let's see what else I have to talk about here. In cool scientific news, overshot a little bit. I was like, wait, why have I not ported yet? In cool scientific news, scientists at some university have managed to generate, let's see, right here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Have managed to generate data storage with DNA, which is actually super cool. Essentially, I guess it's like a 4 byte 4-byte structure instead of the binary structure, because DNA has the GTCA, whereas binary only has ones and zeros. So that helps it. But I guess they said that they actually were able to store a genetics textbook in DNA format. Base 4, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. And that's really exciting because the way DNA packs itself and the way that it works with its protein reading and translation and everything like that. Oh, dang, I'm already out. All right, let's go ahead and put that there. There we go. Any excuse to use Ender Eyes. Yay. So they've managed to put an entire textbook in a very, very small amount of DNA. And what they said is that if they extrapolate out how much they were able to store on this small amount, they could, in 1 milligram, they could store 704 terabytes. 704 terabytes of information, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because a lot of people have maybe, 1, maybe 2 terabytes of storage in their computers currently. So in 1 milligram of DNA, you've got 704 modern hard drives worth. That's absolutely amazing. And that would completely change the way we store data, because we'd be able to store a lot more of it. Imagine a small thumb drive that's able to store, a petabyte of information. It's totally reasonable. Unfortunately, though, they said that it's not really practical right now because the speeds of translation and encoding and things like that are just way too slow, because it's more or less proof of concept. But still, it's exciting for the future. I mean, we've got so many cool things coming up now. We've got, virtual reality headsets. We've got, DNA hard drives. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen an anime. It's called Ghost in the Shell. It's pretty much about future, but one of the things that's a theme of the show is how people are integrated with technology. How they have essentially robotic brains rather than regular old human brains like we have, and they store their information similarly. So it's a cool concept. I've always been fascinated with sort of the how do I want to say this? Human augmentation, I guess you could call it. Sort of like a Deus Ex Human Revolution sort of concept. There we go. All right, I do want to put towers on this thing. I'm just not sure where I want to put them. I'm thinking maybe here in the corner and one down there. I'm not sure about right here. We'll have to see how that works out. Let's see here. I want to do this. Let's make some arrow hiding places. I'm not sure what you would call these. I know they have a name, but I'm not sure what it is. But the whole human augmentation thing is it's kind of like it's interesting, but it's also very sort of creepy at the same time. And I'm sure that future generations might feel less so or more so. But I think it's an interesting concept. A lot of people in the comments for these articles were talking about how they just, download their textbook answers and, they'd pass college and things like that. So I don't really think that that's going to be the way. it's going to go. I don't think that it could work like that. But now that you mention it, that would actually be really, really cool. I definitely would like to have something like that. I mean, imagine being able to pull like a matrix and have, just all the information, Wikipedia just stored in your brain parts. Definitely cool. Let's see here. Okay, alright, so I'm thinking that the way that I did this isn't going to be the best, so I'm thinking this floor is going to have to move up a bit, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this right here, because I like the way it looks. But, definitely, the way people are thinking about computers and electronics now are definitely bringing us closer to some very cool times. Now, just space. We need more space. Get on it, all you researchers and whatnot. But yeah, I love space. Yeah, we're not getting any younger. We want to go into space. I want to be a space pirate. Make it happen. So, yeah, definitely some cool stuff. And also, I wanted to mention something that was a tangent I talked about a couple episodes ago, and that was how when you purchase software and things like that, you don't actually own it. And I talked about how bad it would be if something like Steam went offline. Well, it turns out that a very similar service, OnLive, is... I completely missed my spot. I was practicing with these ender balls. But it looks like OnLive is going to have some financial troubles here in the future. They've laid off all their staff. Supposedly, they're selling the company to a undisclosed buyer, and they let all their staff go. And of course, they let all the little guys go and all the managers and everything who probably mishandled the company get to stay on. But there is, it just kind of rings true with what I said about how, if you purchased games, you didn't get to keep those games from OnLive. If OnLive were to go offline and say, or this new company buys them and they don't honor previous sales, which, or they don't plan to keep the company doing the same thing that it currently does, you're up a creek, there's no recourse for you to get those games that you paid good money for back, and you lose access to those games. So that is something that I just found interesting, because we were just talking about that the other day. And oh geez, I don't have any torches, nor do I have any wood. Figures. So very, very scary indeed. And then in other gaming news, this is actually more of a rant. But BioWare, somebody from BioWare said that gamers like Day One DLC, and that they're going to keep offering it. And I absolutely hate the concept of Day One DLC, because I believe that if you have been developing a product and that product has content that was developed and ready for release, then that should have been part of the product. That's not Day One DLC. That should have been Day Zero content. It really irks me when companies do things like that, because we pay a lot of money for games, and to just it's like when you go to the computer store and you buy a printer, and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you still need to buy the USB cable. It's like, well, will it work without it? No, it doesn't come with it. You have to go out and spend $35 on the $20 printer that you just bought buying a cable. So it's sort of like that. It should come with it. If it was, developed with the main game and it's not extra, it's just you took a quest and you cut it out of the game and then are trying to sell it to us, it's really lame, and I hate it. I actually don't buy DLC. I've never bought DLC. There would actually be one exception, and that would be the actual DLC for The Elder Scrolls V, Dawnguard, because they added a whole bunch onto the game. Previously, in the olden days of games, that would be called an expansion pack, where they take the game, they develop it more. Several months later, you've got a whole bunch of new features and new quests, new items. It's not stuff that was in the game. It's like, oh, if you want to have unlocking level 5 enchanting, you gotta buy this DLC. It's stuff that's added in afterwards, which is fine. If it's added in afterwards, like Dawnguard, then that's fine. But if it's day one DLC, that's bull crap. And that's the difference that I think that a lot of game companies don't understand is, we're not stupid. And I feel that a lot of developers think that gamers are stupid, which is very disappointing. So I used to have a lot of respect for BioWare, and then they got bought by EA, and just like Blizzard, they sort of just died and became an empty shell of their former selves. So it's really sad to see something like that happen to a great company like BioWare. But yep, that's my rant for that. But I'm out of Ender Eyes, so we're going to take a quick jaunt out here to the front side, and we're going to check out how this looks. Put a couple torches up there, so it should keep lots of mobs from spawning up there. It's a pretty long drop, so I doubt... Whoa! Get away! Dang, I didn't think I was going to walk into so many mobs. Alright, this bow is amazing. No wonder we killed the Ender Dragon. Haha. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There's going to be a tower or something right here, so this isn't going to be blocked off like that. Get out of here. Don't need you guys. Could have like a mob farm up here. And see, here are the zombies trying to get into the castle because they detect the villagers. There we go. Looks good. I like it. Oh wow. I actually kind of freehanded this. Let me go ahead and change this real fast. Oh jeez. This talking and doing things at the same time thing is hard. Alright, there we go. Damn it! Alright. There. Okay. I actually kind of freehanded this because I actually didn't plan it out at all, which I've been trying to do a lot more. I've been trying to plan out things less and do more on-the-spot sort of creativity kind of things. And I actually kind of like this. It needs some personality. One of the things that I've noticed with this castle, and I've been aware of this, and nobody said anything about it, but it still bothers me is the lack of character that's going on in here. There's a lot of gray, and I do plan on fixing that. We're going to add texture with the crackstone bricks and mossy cobblestone bricks, or mossy bricks rather. But we need to get a better stronghold. No pumpkins! No pumpkins. I'm thinking about maybe adding like lampposts around here, with like redstone lamps and things like that. Not right now, but eventually I'm going to add a daylight sensor. I need to find a place for it first. But there's this really cool one by I can't remember the name, but when I do it, you guys will link it. I'll link it, and it's a really cool one. It's really compact, and it's really fast too. So, well, we'll just see about that. But yeah, come get me. Get out of here. Burn. Wonderful die. Alright. Alright. There. He's out. I just wanted to get him out. I didn't really want to kill him. But, yep. So, we're going to add some character up in here. I don't know if anybody else had noticed it, but there's a lot of gray going on here. Lots of bricks. The dirt is about the only thing that's adding any color to this besides the doors, and those dirt blocks are eventually going to go away. So I am aware of it. I'm on the case. I'm on the case. We are going to go back and investigate that stronghold that we found, that we got the original nether portal from. The original end portal. And see if there's more to that, because we looked it up on the wiki. Somebody said that after a certain point there were unlimited amounts of strongholds that were generated in the world, but the wiki still says that there are only 3 generated. So we're really concerned, especially since the only one that we've found right now is super tiny. So we're going to go investigate that. We might go on an adventure to find another stronghold. So you guys will have to just stay tuned. So that's it. we're gonna go ahead and call this episode here. Thank you again for everybody for liking our 200th 200 subscriber special, and for being awesome and coming to watch our videos. So thank you all again, and we will see you next time. Take care.